Out. Um, so I went to this Dollar Tree, right? I predicted something. I was talking about metals and stuff in my mind, and talking to the voice on the other side. Let's just put it that way. And in one way, shape, or another, not by choice sometimes because I just pick up the frequencies, right? But if it's there, might as well sometimes chat with what you need to chat with, right? Mediumship, frequencies, walkie talkies, whatever the case may be. Do weapons, you know what I mean? You know what I mean? Might as well make the best of it. But I'm over here walking the Dollar Tree, and I'm talking about something like that. Someone aligned with energies, and I was telling them how they couldn't channel certain energies because they're aligned with it already. So it's like the energy is so familiar that they can't tell the difference. This is how demons enter you, spirits enter you. You align with a sinful nature or even a positive nature, and you align with that energy. You can't feel it as good because it feels like you, right? And he was talking about some weird shit, and then I walk into the bathroom talking about metals, how silver or metal, two metals that are the same metal go together. You can't tell the difference, but if you put one metal with another metal and you mix it together, you can tell a little bit different, right? Either the structure, the color, or something of the nature. And then I go to the bathroom, come out, and then buy my candy and stuff, the Milky Ways, and then I think someone said something stupid, but if it's not directed to me, then you're just a punk bitch, you know what I mean? And so is your bloodline, your from kids, everything, because they can all get bodied, you know what I'm saying? But I'm venting out so I don't hit that nature, because it started to bother me a little bit more today. Usually I just brush it off, but sometimes enough is enough, you know what I mean? And he said something like chair and stare or something. I don't know what the fuck. And then his fucking stupid ass daughter was right there picking up the bag with her mouth inside the motherfucking Dollar Tree, and I was like, what the fuck is this fucking weirdo doing? And then I was just standing there getting some Milky Ways, and then fucking I've been in stock for like 10 years, you know what I mean? While my whole prophetic fucking alignment and stuff, and I started going to church, all that stuff, and I've been abstinent for like 10 years because that's how I got my prophecies, through abstinence and fasting every weekend and reading the Bible and preaching, teaching witchcraft too. So, you know what I mean? And then I've been pacifist because first thing is I used to get with a lot of women, beautiful women, like I'm talking about, some are bad, some are cool, but you would never know that. But then I used to stab people and all types of shit, shootings, all that shooting in Salem. I've been in a few of them, and fucking all that type of shit. So I told God that I want to change my life, and I don't want to hurt people no more. And then I had an issue with lust, so I said I don't want to do that anymore. It doesn't even bother me. I don't even think really like too much on that lustful nature, unless I'm hearing mediumship or I'm hearing do weapons or anything of that nature, because there's people who attack people, the tweakers usually, and make them say certain things. But anyways, that being said, is that there's motherfucker that said something about chair and stare, because I always sit at Ross, right? And I don't know. I don't fuck with nobody. I just chill, dog. You know what I mean? If you're talking about running your mouth about somebody else, then you're obviously on the sucker mode, nigga. You know what I mean? You're obviously on the sucker. Like, you keep talking and running your mouth. If you have something to say to me, you can be like, hey, right in front of me, or you can message me, Facebook, Instagram, TikTok. If you don't have nothing, if you're not in that category, if it's not directed, it's not respected. Because, you know what I mean? But anyways, right now I'm lingering on this thought, right, about... I already cursed him right now with this power tongues. It's done. You know what I mean? But when I cursed his daughter. But anyways, because when you come against a prophet, you're able to curse against that nature, right? Especially people taunting you. There's something called the apostolic curse, and then there's other ways to use the King David nature when you stab people or hurt people. That was something like kill, etc. And so when you can use a King David nature, that's why I used to stab people and shit. And but I don't like to be violent, because I've been violent against my sister. I've been violent with my brother when I was a little kid, and I had this demon with me, or this nature with me. So I'm just venting out this nature that before I act stupid, you know what I mean? Because I could have said something and just knock him out, right? But he's his daughter, and I really don't give a fuck if you're with your family, dog. Like, you know what I mean? But I'm just venting out. And then I went to the car. We went to the park by the church, and walked over here to McDonald's. And I ended up seeing the Mormon missionaries, and they caught off guard. I was just saying hello. They caught they looked at me, got a little sideways, and I was like, all right, cool. And then when I looked at him, I just asked him for prayer, bro. I just asked him for prayer for not to be violent and stuff like that, and just express myself to a Christian brother. You know what I mean? How you're supposed to either express yourself to a Christian brother or to the Father. You know what I mean? But it's gonna come a time when I'm gonna react to one of these motherfuckers, and I'm gonna hurt somebody. I'm gonna hurt their family, and that's what I'm trying not to do. Truly. God bless. But being stalked, I've been stalked for plenty of years. This guy had a little beanie on it and had a mole right here on his left side of his face. So I mean, I've already killed people with witchcraft and evil eyes. So when I curse you, death and sickness usually comes. Even to those who are protected by witchcraft and other, I already witnessed it. So that being said, I'm just trying to do better. I just don't want to hurt people. That's my whole thing. I don't want to hurt people, because when I start hurting people, it's like hurting myself, but it's more like it's fun, and it's fun. It's fun to hurt people. It's really fun to hurt people. It's fun to be laughing at them. It's fun to see them drop to the ground. It's fun to stab them. And then people look at you like, damn, leave that motherfucker alone. You know? But until you react, I feel like I have to stab these motherfuckers or put them down so they can see what the fuck time it is, so they can stop fucking with me. And they sent me a frequency to cry right now, which I'm not really crying, but the energy came through, so my eyes teared up. But it's not only, I'm not scared, nothing like that. It's more scared of myself, because I want to hurt people, dog. I want to hurt people. I always do. But I've been keeping my composure. And I put my ring on upside down today. And I put my rings on today out of like a week or two not wearing them. But I want to hurt people. But here's something what to fuck with my ops, dog.